Okay.
Now we got to pretend we know what's going on.
So for me, I always pull up the live stream off of my YouTube so that I can keep up with the chat. If you guys are able to do that, that might be helpful too, so you know what people are saying. Otherwise, I can just
you can just run it. That's what I do, is I'll just, one person's in charge, and so you can know what's going on.
Hey guys, Carla! I always pull up the live stream off of my YouTube so that I can keep up with the chat.
Mute yours, first of all.
Oh, whoops.
There we go.
Hey guys, I'm gonna give it a minute for some of you to pop in. Hey Heather, how are you?
So you just let us know what they're saying and stuff.
Everyone's saying hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hey Lee, what's up? So we are, just so you guys know, we're on Zoom, so there is a little bit of a delay in our responses. So just keep that in mind. Hey Lativia, how are you? And then we're gonna do a quick introduction. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes so more of you can pop in. Yeah. Hey Stephanie. And then we'll introduce everyone here. How are you guys? Good morning. Well, where I'm at, it's morning. Hey, Ain, Stephanie. We got some announcements. Thank you, Ananda. She said you guys look great. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Because I'm wearing like a beanie and a hoodie, and I appreciate you. Like everybody but you, though. I was at the skate park with my kids and I forgot about this live.
Hey, Carla. Okay, so let's go ahead and just jump in. So this, as you can see from the tagline, yeah, hey, David, this is a live. We're going to talk more about the event that I've been talking about for the past week. I have the creator here with me, who is Jamie Skagen. So she's
oh my God.
And famous. Then another coach is on here too, Laylin, who has experience coaching. She's going to be a co-coach because we're both going to be coaching this event. So we're going to talk about the event and then our experiences in doing these events and give you guys a quick rundown on how to get involved. So, Jamie.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I made it. So yeah, the event, I'm sure Kenda might have told you, but it's called Fear to Fuck It. Believe it or not, you don't have to just live in fear to want to join this event. Well, I'll tell you about how it came to be. So this is going to be number eight of all of the events. Basically, I started this because of, this is the thing that changed my life, actually. So I remember I was like in this world of like, I want to help people. Like I was kind of in this evolutionary phase where I was growing and learning and like realizing that there was way more to life. And I was like, I just had that natural human desire to like share it. Like, how do I share it? You know? And I knew that I was meant to do life coaching or something, but I just didn't know how, or like, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I know I want to help people. And then I remember somebody posting on Facebook, they were like, we're doing a challenge and there's one free ticket left. And I was in so much scarcity. That's the only reason I joined. And so I joined their thing, which is now the same thing that I've created, except mine's better, of course, but and it was just a whole nother world. And now I've become so passionate about this specifically. Like I run in-person events too, but this online transformational event is like my number one passion, even above my in-person, because the power of social media is changing the world right now. Like the fact that we can all connect in this way with so many different people and we don't have to go anywhere and we have our kiddos running around our house and we like, this is the way that we can do it. And so to show other people how to connect in community online. Like it feels so expansive. So basically, yeah, I didn't know how I was going to do it or whatever, but we just like dove in. I got a mentor and I created this from kind of like what they were doing. And so should I tell them a little bit about the event or?
Yeah. Mostly what I have the hardest time describing to everyone, and it sounds so stupid when I like watch back on lives, is like, what do we call it? I know it's like an online intensive.
Yes.
But like, what is it?
Yeah. What is it? Well, yeah, it's funny because that was my thing. Like the people before me, they, a lot of people call it a challenge. And then, you know, as mine evolved, I'm like, this is not a challenge.
Hey, Penny. Penny signed up. Woo!
Hi, yay. I can't wait to meet you. So this isn't a challenge. This is an online transformational event. This will absolutely change your life. Like there's no joke. It's a week long. It will transform your life. All you have to do is lean in. And so basically what happens is you sign up, you get 5 coaching calls with a private coach, Kinda, Leland. We have 20 other coaches who are going to be coaching this. You have 5 calls with them. You have 5, there's 5 live master classes with me. And I'm teaching you how all about triggers. Like my biggest passion in the world, you guys, is authenticity, vulnerability, showing up exactly as ourselves and starting to take all these things that we do unconsciously. Like, oh my God, like this girl is like, you know, wearing too much makeup or whatever. And it's happening unconsciously and we're conscious people. So we're feeling bad about it, that we're judging this person. And like, there's all this stuff that we do that we don't express. So all of a sudden we get into this space where everything is safe to like be, and we start to digest it and understand triggers. And often, you know, just there's so much that we start to learn because for the first time in our lives, honestly, most of the people that come in here, you'll never experience anything like this because of the work that I've done. So it's safe to just be and express everything that you're feeling. And like, no, like Jamie's too loud and Jamie cusses a lot. And, you know, like, so we start to, in these master classes, we start to dive into like triggers and how to alchemize them and how we're unconsciously navigating our lives and, you know, just like our unconscious values. And there's so much to it. So there's 5 live master classes. And then there's this big community of people on Facebook. This is the most potent part. If we threw out the master classes and we threw out the coaching, even though these are still really potent, but like the community is the thing that's life-changing. Coming into this group of 200, 300, we're manifesting 333 people. Coming into this group of all people who are leaning in, doing the work, there becomes a palpable energy. Like I shit you not, when I do these events, like everybody starts manifesting miracles and you just feel so connected to God, source, spirit, like, because everybody is giving permission. So now you can do the scariest shit in the world because Sarah just did it and Tiffany just did it. And you're like riding on people's inspiration. And it's just like this, like, oh my God, it is. And
everyone's
so
sharing it and supporting each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like getting chills even just
thinking about it. Yes.
Yeah. I get so potent. It's unlike anything you guys have ever experienced. And so there's a week of this magic of leaning in and getting clear on what we want, getting clear on what's getting in the way, getting clear on like what we're stepping into and just encouragement and like the most beautiful aspects of humanity get brought out in here. And it's only $37 fucking dollars. Like what? My transformational event's $3,500. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's so potent. That's why these are so amazing. And I'm trying to actually teach other entrepreneurs and keep this going. Like, this model is important. It's like, why is it $37? Well, I'll offer my Wild Emergence Retreat. I'll offer my coaching academy. And so it is a marketing funnel and I can just completely over deliver. It's like a win, 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 win all around. There's people who are learning how to coach. There's people who are like, so that's why I can keep it so low. It's just my favorite fucking thing because it's inexpensive, because it's hard to get people who are just getting into this work over the hump of investing. because transformation is expensive sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So
is this a lean in event?
it is a get whatever the fuck out of it you want. You get to decide. That's why it's a powerful tool, because when you go to a transformational event, you're in it. You're stuck. Like with this kind of event, you can choose. Like a lot of people are like, wow, I don't have, like, my life is so busy. I don't have an entire week to just, like, I don't have the space. And I'm like, perfect. Because if you did a third of this event, it would change your fucking life. If you just showed up to the coaching calls and nothing else, if you just saw one masterclass and like a few live videos, like the energy in there is enough to transform your life. So you get to decide what you want to get out of it. Just like throw $37 in and feel it out and lean in. But yeah, as much as you lean in, that's as much as you'll get out. Like you get to decide. That's what's cool.
I bought the BOGO ticket and I was going to do like a fun giveaway on here today, but I feel really called. Heather, you said that you'll sign up next week when you get paid. You need guidance. Email me and I'll give you a free pass. So send me an email.
So you get a free ticket because you're a coach. So you have 2 free tickets. Just so
awesome. So
yeah.
Heather, if you want to do it, send me an email, likegirltarot@gmail.com, and I'll get you a code for a free pass so you can join with us. And then I have one more free one to give away for anyone else on here that wants to join.
And for anyone else who can't get a free ticket, it doesn't fucking matter. So just want you guys to know, like at the end of this event, when people are talking, I ask a question. I'm like, what would you guys have paid for this event? This event is worth $500, $1,000, $2,000. So like the measly $37. Yeah, doesn't matter if you can get it for free, and it's a bonus. And if you invest $37, trust me, you're gonna feel like, what the hell? How? It feels too good to be true.
And I've met so many people that I'm still friends with, even from like your very first challenge that I did, that I'm still like super close to. Like some of my best, closest friends are from doing these online virtual challenges.
We're building
so many amazing people doing these challenges, like us.
We're building a community. Like it's happening. Like it's like if you're looking for your people, if you're trying to find more like-minded people, we're here. Come fucking join it. I guarantee you will find 5 best friends.
Yes.
Yeah. I guarantee it.
Love and Sunshine said, thank you for keeping it affordable. Many have financial struggles, and it seems that healing is for the rich because most classes cost few hundred or even thousands, which is bullshit. So thank you.
So I think this is really fucking cool too, because Leland, tell us, Leland, about you. And because you're coming from where a lot of people are coming from, like, let me go get a degree. Let's hear about you. I'm curious.
So I come from counseling. I've owned my own practice here since 2009. I have a few bachelors. I've got 2 master's degrees and a license. So I've specialized in mental health counseling, but also I'm licensed as a marriage and family therapist. And I got an invite in September from a friend that I only knew through Facebook, but I really respected him, and I just kind of brushed it off. Like, I've been in counseling since I was 17, and I've tried EMDR, I've done holographic manipulation therapy, I do psychotherapy myself, and I know there's a richness in all of those things.
Yeah.
So, and I've got 4 kids. I'm the only living parent of these 4 kids. One with special needs. He was adopted. My life is full. I have a very full life. So when I got that invite, I was like, that's really sweet that he thought of me, but there is no way in hell that I have time or energy to invest in this. Plus, I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I know where I'm going.
I'm on the path.
Right. But then something in me said, Leland, choose you. You're always investing in other people. You're always investing in these 4 little kids. And I love it, right? I get a lot of fulfillment out of my life. However, just something in me said, just choose you. And I go on my instinct anyway. My human design is, my authority is sacral. So I just had a gut instinct.
There was
So
a yes.
I jumped in, and when I do something, I'm go big or go home. I invested fully, and the intensive blew my mind. I mean, when you talk about community, I can't even describe the community I feel like I have now, because, and I have an amazing church. Like, it's not that I was completely lacking in it.
Right.
It's just the culture of the community you get is it's not even just encouragement. It's like actual deep down championing each other. Like, they want me to succeed because it's an abundance mentality of, because you win, that doesn't mean I lose, because there's enough for all of us. Let's all win. Let's all push each other up.
There's really a depth of connection because of all of the authenticity and all that, like that we go to deeper depths of human connection. I agree. Yeah.
Well, and because we're not afraid of triggers.
Yeah. So there's no like,
say, Jamie, your class triggered the fuck out of me the first time I was there. Like, I'm not an abrasive person. Like, I don't care if you get triggered, work through it. Let's do it. Let's do it together. But I knew that I needed to choose me enough to lean in to that trigger. And now I love you, Jamie. I have the deepest respect for you now, because you were like, that's cool that you're triggered.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about it. So that's why this is so potent, is because this is the work that's not being done, that a lot of people can't hold space for but I've done the work around like triggers are amazing.
They are.
Because if we know how to handle them, we can lean in, and then there's magic on the other side. There's literally always magic, and it has nothing to do about the person that you're triggered about. It's about a wound coming up. And so once we learn all this stuff, all of a sudden relationships don't end.
Yeah. I've learned that all more so, like, I always knew what triggers were, but more so like how easy it is to like navigate through it when you're open to it and understanding where your triggers are coming from and why, and then feeling that, and then being able to be like, oh, and like be compassionate, and like I learned compassion through this, like through,
and having a safe space for it not to be wrong, right? Because we do that in our head. We're like, oh, we're fucked up. We're thinking we're like judging this person, and it's wrong. It's like, so instead of like taking the wrongness out, we can get curious of like, oh, interesting, there's a story coming up.
Where is this coming from?
We've got freedom. I don't blame Jamie because I was triggered by her. That was me. Now I get freedom from that. I showed that inner child compassion for whatever was going on, that deep insecurity. It's really, really beautiful. And also, I wanted really quickly to mention something, Jamie, that you were talking about. During this intensive, the intensive in September, I still had all 4 of my kids, and I still ran my practice.
Wow.
And I got it done.
Wow.
So like, you can still have a life and do the intensive.
Wow.
You just have to choose you.
Yep.
And that's what.
And you have to lean in, you know, it's about trusting the process too. It's like, a lot of people come in and they're like, oh, this is fucking weird. Like, you know, who the hell is this woman? And she's loud and she cusses and whatever. Like, if you can lean into the experience to the end, oh my God, the magic that comes from that is, what did you get out of it, Leland? Like, from you coming in and being triggered by me and, you know, like seeing it through, like what did you get out of it?
I got out of it. So I've done so much self-awareness work, right? I'd be a terrible counselor if I didn't know myself. I got out of it a greater acceptance of who I am. Like with the trigger specifically, now I lean in and I'm like, ooh, I am angry. You know, I just let myself be angry, like, and I just feel it now. And when I'm triggered, I allow myself to love myself through that, like a little kid. Like, I envision my little inner Leland, and I don't know when sometimes it's triggered because the subconscious is always recording.
Right.
So sometimes the memory doesn't pop up, but that was a huge thing because of the master class that helped me, but also the just leaning into stuff you're afraid of. Like, I mean, the stuff I've accomplished off of my am I allowed to say?
Yeah. Kendra, can we cuss? I hope we can, because you didn't tell me.
Oh, good grief. If you're involved, I know I can cuss, Jamie, but I don't know if it's like a secret what we actually do. So I was going to mention something like the homework, the bucket list.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that I accomplished that I was afraid of, because you just said, put it on your bucket list and do one thing, you know, like the accountability of doing it brings this momentum to your life. And then you have the community that's cheering you on.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's brought a lot more clarity in my life. I mean, I joined the coaching academy. That was never in my plan.
No.
Coaching and counseling, and I love coaching now. I love it. So it brought that into my life too, and now I'll have freedom.
Now you can create whatever you want in your own. Yeah, it's like that's what I want for even like Kinda. You know, it's like everybody gets to support people in the way that's aligned for them, and they get to like make their own system, and like with tarot and, you know, counseling and coaching, and like take all our tools and put them together, and that's where all the transformation.
I truly believe I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel if it wasn't for going through that first challenge that I did, because that really like broke it open. Like I used to be so fearful of judgment from other people, and like, oh, that's really weird that you do tarot. Like, what are like, you're weird. I know. And so I feel like that's the reason why I am where I am. That's the reason why I'm able to do this, is because I went through that and broke out of my shell and just worked through those triggers. Yeah.
Kendra, what did you get out of your experience? How many have you done? I want to hear a little bit.
I think I've done 4. It started with the first one, the volcanoes, where I got that Facebook message.
My other business that I went through.
Yeah. And it was like, hey, sign up for this challenge. And I was like, well, it's only $37. Like, whatever, I'll just sign up. I didn't have intentions on like fully even like participating. I was just like, whatever, that's $37.
I want to be nice to Jamie.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just sign up. And then I did. And I started going through it and watching it. And I was like, holy shit, this is uncomfortable. But you're like on a high, because there's so many people in there who are, like we were just talking about, who are doing the same fucking thing or going through the same experience. It's like, I always knew I wanted to pursue like doing tarot and branching off, because I was in a career that I had for like over a decade. So I was like, no, I'm good here. Like, but I just do this on the side. And like having a support system and people in there who are doing the same thing, like, oh, everyone's leaving their job that they hate, and like everyone's leaning into their gifts. It was nice to feel supported. And I'd never felt that before, ever in my life. So that's like my biggest takeaway is, one, breaking through my fears, because I had a lot of them. So breaking through them and actually pursuing what I was passionate about, and really figuring out like navigating through like what my soul purpose is, was huge for me. And then also, like I said, I meet so many people who I still have friendships with. Like you meet so many amazing people who are on the same path, who understand what you're going through. And they're all over the place. Like I've never even met any of these people in real life yet, but there's like some of my closest friends. There's such a big like sense of community that you feel in those groups. And it's really powerful. Yeah. I was never even called to coaching. I always told Jamie, I was like, no, I'm not, I don't feel like
you would just receive coaching.
I get it. Right. So I've always like had worked with a coach. Jamie's been my coach. And so I've always had it. And I was like, yeah, but like I have tarot, but I don't really feel called to like actually coach people. And then it was until recently when I joined the coaching academy, because I feel like, tarot, I get to help you guys and like guide you through things, but I want to be able to do more than just 20 minutes of giving you guidance. I want to be able to like hold your hand through all of these transitions and like be there to support you and watch you come out like on top after that. You know, I want to be there for the whole process. And I feel like that's really fulfilling. It feels really good. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I think it's important too, because that's something that I've been realizing is like, I'm seeing this huge gap in the tarot industry. And it's like, it's fulfilling because you're helping people so much. Like you're like fucking like changing their life in 1 20-minute hour session, whatever. And it's like, once you learn like coaching, there's so much more. Once you learn sales and like how to get over sales and like selling higher ticket and like, because that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you can sell a one-off session, but like, how do you get somebody to like invest in a journey to change their whole life? Like to really throw down, you know, a couple $1,000s or whatever to like take them on, you know, a 3-month, a 6-week, whatever process, and like go change their life with you, where you're with them and you're in the trenches with them. Because that's the fun part. That's what I love.
I just got chills. I'm excited for that.
Yes. When you're able to like fucking hold someone's hand and you're that person for somebody, like we can cultivate this, you know, it's like people are looking for this in relationships and they're looking for this in like friendships. And it's like, no, you can like cultivate this. You can purchase someone who fucking literally gives a crap about you.
Mama, can I have something? Do you want to say hi? No. You don't want to say hi?
No.
This is Mama. No? Okay. You're really cute though. Mama.
Yeah.
Can I see you?
When I'm done, you can. The other thing that I was thinking really quick before I forget about it is like, there's a lot of people who are like, who is this for? Or like, is this for me? And so this is the reason why I also love this event so much, is this is literally for everyone except people who don't want to grow. Like, don't come in if you don't want to fucking grow, because you're going to grow, or you're going to leave because it's too scary. But, so this is for people who have already done the work, like who are like my peers. Like this is like a powerful networking event. Like this is a place. So it's cool. I am unique because I live in a very abundant universe. And so therefore people that come into my events, I ask them to make sure they're sharing what they're up to so that everybody can come into this beautiful network. And like, if there's people that are resonating with what you're up to, like fucking take them, you know, like everybody gets to find their people. And I'm not like, no, nobody can have any clients out of here. Yeah. I ask for a gratuity. If you're going to like, if you sign up a client out of my container, please throw me 10%. That'd be great. You know, like honor my container. But like other people, they don't allow it. They don't allow, there's like so much, you know, strictness. And I think it's like, dude, if somebody goes off because they aligned with somebody else, I'll get 10 other people. It's like living in that abundant place. So it's great for networking, no matter where you are, just to like meet people and like-minded people and share what you're up to. It's great for people who are in big transitions in their life. They know they need to leave a job. They know they need to leave a relationship. They know they need to make like a really big decision, and they fucking they've been putting it off and they have no idea how. It's definitely for those people. Like it's really potent for those experiences. And this is for people who just want a little bit more. Like, even if you feel like your life's pretty okay, like Leland, it's not like she was like devastated in her life, you know, she's like, but there was still something in her that was like, there's more. I want something more. Like there's that little extra. It's like, it's for fucking anyone. If you breathe air, join this.
One thing I want to add is what I experienced was, and you've already touched on this, but like the people that are in it are dreamers. And a lot of times in my life, I felt lonely because I think big picture and I want big things for me and my kids. I don't want an average life. I don't want an ordinary life. Hell, I want to bring extraordinary into the ordinary.
Oh my God.
That's what I love about this community, is that it's full of dreamers. It's full of people that want more, that may already be content with their lives, but they want more. They're not complacent.
No. Yeah.
They're striving after joy. They're striving after peace. You know, they hope and bring, you'll get joy from it. You just will. You'll get not just encouragement, but people that are not that don't feel insecure about your big dreams, they'll want to join you.
Yeah. That's
You-
Oh, I just got chills.
Me too. I'm getting chills over your whole share. Like, can you think about 300 people being in a room that are all like dreamer, like that energy? That's why the Spirit of Fuck It is so powerful, is the energy.
Yeah.
It's just
Your
so
body
incredible.
tingles.
Yes,
Like,
you were
literally,
like
you feel-
tingling. You're
It's
like the
true.
most connected to spirit you've ever felt in your life. Like, you're crying. I've had one of the Fear to Fuck It's literally was the most transformational ever. Like, people were breaking into their heart chakras. Like, they were like crying and feeling more than they've ever felt in their lives. And like, dude, epic story. So sometimes during these events, like, miracles always happen. Like, because of the energy that gets cultivated in these events, the universe allows, like, you know, like miracles, like it gets manifested. And so sometimes miracles don't look like miracles to us, right? Like, you can't see it all the time. So sometimes it looks like devastation. Sometimes it looks like, you know, that next thing for our evolution that's uncomfortable. And so sometimes, like, I've gotten 45 days notice that I had to vacate when I was 8 months pregnant and alone on an island during an event. Didn't quite look like a miracle to me. You know, like, looking back, I see what I gained through that. But basically there was this one instance I remember where it was Adam. Adam's dog died. So his best friend, like, he was one of those people that his dogs are his kids. Like, people understand, like, it's like not a joke at all. And he's had this dog for 15 years and it was completely sudden, no idea. And so basically what happened is I ended up like coaching him through it, but basically he was like so in shock, like so upset, and he felt like it was his fault because he didn't take him to the vet, and it was just like so intense. But Adam ended up leaning into this community, and it's like the most I don't even know how many views are on this. I don't even know how many comments, like 1,000. But basically Adam like healed his grief on a live video. Like, people were like coaching him and like supporting him while he was live, while he was like crying. And it was crazy. He had never experienced like that in ever in his life, and with his family, with anyone else, he'd never felt that safe. And so he was going to take this trauma that he experienced and stuff it down or whatever. And he healed it. He was actually completely fine a week later. It's crazy how quickly we can actually heal these devastating things. Like, I remember when I lost my daughter in court, you know, like, you think I had a 1-year-old daughter, I got, you know, taken away from physical custody. You think that these things are just going to be devastating forever. If we heal them the right way, it can be quick. You can get over it in a week, not get over it, but heal it. Right. So that shit happens in there too. It's like, if something's going to happen, like, it'll come up when you're in this safe environment and you can make big decisions. You can make big leaps.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I learned too, is the vulnerability is safe. And when I'm vulnerable, like, I'm really vulnerable on my Facebook lives. Well, even on my posts, I'm just vulnerable. And I just love to live that way now, because even the people that aren't safe are eventually going to just leave. Like,
How were you showing up before?
I was pretty vulnerable before, but I went to a new level of vulnerability with my special needs adopted son in Fear to Fuck It. I don't know if Jamie, you saw that journey, but like,
no, I did not.
It was stuff I was really afraid of, like treatment centers that, you know, an adoption isn't pretty sometimes, and it's hella hard, and it's dangerous, physically threatening sometimes, depending on what they experienced before they were adopted. And I just, in Fear to Fuck It, and then I did this on my personal Facebook page, but I just said, hey, this is what I've been experiencing. This is what my biological kids have been experiencing for years.
Wow.
And it's not pretty. It's hard as fuck, and it's scary, and that I just hadn't gone to that level of vulnerability before. But I was just like, you know what, if they all judge me, then I'm not meant for this container.
And there's so much permission. We're like riding off people's inspirational coattails. Because that's another aspect of this is like people share stuff that they've never shared with anyone.
Yeah.
That it just ends up happening. Not that they get forced to. It's like you're inspired because of the safe space, and intuitively you can feel it and you can heal things that you've never spoken. Because shame is because we don't speak it, right? We have shame because it's just like we can't talk about it. But that's why it's such a transformational event too, is you release so much shame because it's so safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've got some clients that are on my personal page, some counseling clients. And, there's ethical limitations in counseling that I can't socialize with them and whatnot. But I've had a few over the years. And one counseling client looked at me this past week, actually, I hadn't seen him in a while. And he's like, then you have to be really careful what you post on your Facebook. Like, it's way too personal. And I was like, get off my Facebook then. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, bye.
And it's cool. The more you lean into coaching, because you'll be like, okay, what's your definition of too personal? And what would be what would be the downside of me posting something personal?
I definitely did. I wasn't that raw.
No, I wasn't saying, but it's cool to like actually help people break this shit down, because
why is this triggering you?
Yeah. Like, what do you think?
You to see me just be a human. Does it lessen my potency? Because in my opinion, the more I share, the more vulnerable I become. Like I did a super vulnerable post on my Facebook page about my adopted son, and I got I was inundated with messages from people saying, I've gone through the same stuff and
nobody talks about it.
Yes. And I know, I mean, I got a message that was super judgmental of like, so you're going to get that too. But
of course,
the vast majority was like, thank you so much. I wept when I watched it because it's my story too.
You're giving somebody else permission, and you're like, it's that whole, we're all searching for a me too feeling. Like, it's like, we're constantly looking around at like, how are we just like connected? And so like, when we do share vulnerably, it impacts people because other people may not feel the courage to do it. And you just gave somebody like, oh my God, I'm not the only fucking person that's going through this. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so potent.
Yeah. Well, and then for them to take the next steps. Cause I had to come to the conclusion that this is not his forever home.
Yeah.
And huge. People don't do that. Like,
and it's cool too when you share, and then you can get different perspectives, and like, it's like, it can start a conversation. And what's happening in the chat over there? What are they doing?
I love the energy, ladies. Keep up the positivity vibes. We got some hearts. Hi from Romania. Hey. Aubrey, what's VOI? What's VOI? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Someone asked, what is Fear to Fuck It? Start from the beginning.
It's a thing you're going to join. It's $37.
Heather said, I was in a relationship and realized how triggered I was getting and realized I need to work on things. Yeah.
And this is the how.
Yeah.
And then we have Hope, Love, and Sunshine, who's going to share this in some of her groups that she
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
So yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? How many people are watching? Maybe
right now we have 22. I know a lot of people will probably catch the playback though. So if you, hey Scorpio, Giselle, hey, I almost called you Scorpio. I know you, Giselle. Hey, what? I lost my.
Want to open it up for a Q&A for them?
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat box. If you are catching the replay and you have questions, you can comment. And I'll get back to you, or you can send me an email at lightgirltarot@gmail.com. And then for those of you who are signing up, if you feel connected with Jamie, you're coaching, right?
Yeah, I'm coaching only 5 people for an extra $250.
And Laylan, if you feel connected to either one of them, put their name down.
2 of them are coaches actually who signed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's Carrie and I can't remember who else right now.
Giselle said, what did I miss? We're talking about the online transfer.
You missed a lot. You missed the whole thing.
You missed a lot.
Please watch it though.
Okay, so yeah, watch it from the beginning. It's all about this online thing that we're all
It's
participating
gonna
in.
change your life. It's $37. Literally, this is such a good live video.
What am I
I think it's
for?
amazing.
Click the link that I pinned in this chat, and it'll take you to the website where you can see exactly what it is, Giselle.
Yeah.
Hope, Love, and Sunshine said, how many sessions and days and times, please?
So yeah, so the event is January 1st through the 5th. It ends up being a week long. So it's just know it starts on January 1st. And then there's 5 coaching sessions. And so the times of the webinar, the master classes, like, don't worry about it. We'll tell you, and don't let that get in your head, because if you can't attend them live, then you can just hit the replay. It's still going to change your fucking life. So don't worry about it.
And you'll still
Just
be
sign up. What?
I said, and you'd still be in that community group too.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
interact
don't
with
fucking
people.
worry about it. Don't let that. That's just a way to get in your own way. I don't like giving people tons of details except for the dates, because
Giselle's signing up. Make sure you
yes.
Giselle. Make sure
Who
you
else? Come on, there's 22
my
people
name.
watching this. Who else is signing up?
Yeah, so I don't know how many people I am gonna be coaching, but there's five one-on-ones. So Leylin, myself, Jamie, and several other coaches are going to be on there. I know Sarah was on a live with me the other day.
There's 20 coaches going to be coaching
there's
this
a
thing.
lot.
You're going to be supported by.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. She said, okay, cool. I work. So that's great. We can replay. Yes. But yeah, any questions you guys have, feel free to type them in the comments. I'll respond to you guys.
If you're signing up, tell us so we can congratulate you.
Perfect. Thank you. I will sign up for sure right after I log off this and the live ends. Yay.
Cool.
Someone's
This was
calling
so
us.
fun.
Someone's calling us scammers.
Oh, join and then you decide.
It's funny.
Money back guarantee.
Okay. So yeah.
How? Out of all this live video, that's what you got. The fuck?
So funny.
I want to teach you about triggers.
Right. That's what I was just saying. Explore that trigger with someone.
Why is this triggering you?
Yeah.
No, literally, like, from that, you dive into what are the actual stories that are coming up, and then we can literally solve it. It's $37. It's not like we're like, if I were to fucking be a scammer, I'd be charging $500,000 for this. It wouldn't even be a scam, but
Yeah.
still.
That's true. That's facts.
I'm like so fucking over delivering for this thing.
Awesome. Heather's gonna sign up too.
Yay.
Yeah. So any questions you guys have, feel free to reach out. I think Jamie has a comment box on her website too, or like a question.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to hang out with me on Facebook, you can add me. Jamie
Skagen.
Leland's on Facebook too.
Yeah, you can add me too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hang out on Facebook mostly. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, but yeah, I'm a Facebooker right now.
Hope, Love, and Sunshine says $37. That is a cheap scam, dumbass. That's funny. Okay, we're starting to get a lot of spammers in here. So yeah, you guys leave me a comment if you have questions. Feel free to email me. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the challenge. For those of you who are signing up, and
let's fucking do this.
Yeah,
let's change the world.
Woo! Okay, love you guys.
Love you. Bye, everybody.